farm, family, community. This is Midwest Farm Weekly.
Good morning and thank you for joining us on Midwest Farm Weekly. I'm Melaine Wells. In your news headlines today, Wisconsin is home to nearly 23,000 farms raising cattle and calves. The number of producers involved in the beef industry continues to grow. So how can they raise the best animals and bring home the best price? There's a series of upcoming workshops for farmers at every stage.
So these sessions are really, I would say, a gate to plate opportunity to learn about all of the impacts that you can have on the farm with relation to producing quality beef through to what we are seeing in the packing plant and at some of our retail and food service partners as well. So they'll hear from a packer representative who's one of those folks that's sitting in the sale barn ring on a weekly basis, buying cattle and kind of what they are looking for in the type of cattle that they're buying and why there might be some discounts or some premiums based on what the consumer is seeking on their end of things. But then we'll also talk about just overall the quality and yield grades and how farmers can think more in terms of that space, and have some hands-on examples there of being able to assign beef quality grades to a couple of different cuts. And then lastly, it'll again just be some of those on-farm practices. So whether it is feeding, it is selection of genetics that farmers can be taking a look at if they would like to shoot for a higher quality grade of cattle that they're sending to market.
Whether farmers are selling direct to consumer or sending their animals to a sale barn, there are lessons to be learned at this workshop.
Well, I just think that we have really seen a lot of transition over the last several years from some of our dairy farmers that have retired out of the dairy business and of using their facilities and their land still to maintain cattle. So they've brought some beef cattle into their operations now, and just an overall recognition that beef markets are higher today. And with that, part of it also brings in the opportunity to see either greater value or greater loss on the operation, depending on the type of cattle that are being raised. We've really seen a lot of great networking between farmers when we've had these previous workshops. So it is a good place to come together and share ideas.
Here is a look at those upcoming sessions. There is no cost to attend, but you do need to register. Find a link to do that in the Midwest Farm section of wearegreenbay.com. De Pere has a new business serving the entire state and beyond. Camelot Cremation helps families through the tough time of losing an animal. It is owned by sisters who believe to genuinely love an animal, one must show up for the hard parts too.
Pet cremation is a pretty competitive space, and there's already companies in town that do an amazing job. My daughter's horse in particular had passed away, and we had to wait quite a long time to find a company that did animals as large as horses to come and get it. So we thought, there's really an opportunity in this space to, provide this service to our community.
A tranquil space greets families at Camelot Cremation. The owners invested in unique equipment to make sure that animals will be treated with care every step of the way.
Europe has pretty strict air standard qualities, and these machines far surpass what we have in the U.S. So, pollution was a big issue to us. So these have no off-gassing, no smell, and it's important that we're able to protect the environment while we're offering cremation services. So our larger equine unit, horses can remain intact, so they're, pass in a dignified way from beginning to end, from the moment we pick them up till the moment that they're put in the cremation unit. They're held in love and in a dignified way.
Compassion the owners learned while launching a large farm project dedicated to giving animals a second chance.
My sister and I run Whistler's Run and Rescue. It is our passion project. We absolutely love it. We have dozens of animals there, and most of them are rescues who have worked very hard and been in a lot of pain.
Lauren and Alyssa were anticipating the joy of saving animals, but the sisters soon realized they were not prepared for how often they would also encounter death at the farm. It's why they wanted to create this serene space for families to say goodbye.
Anyone who knows us personally or even interacts with us for a little bit really knows how deeply and genuinely we feel about animals. My brother-in-law, who it's a family-run operation, so my brother-in-law was with the woman the other day whose horse had passed, and he could not be more comforting. They were hugging. It's really, we feel through the process with people, so we just try to think about what we've wanted when we have had our animals pass, and I believe we're the kind of people that can do that well.
Choosing Camelot gives grieving families a chance to paw it forward.
So every cremation, every passing of every pet, a large portion of those profits go on to support our rescue farm. We know from a research perspective that grief can be alleviated by assigning meaning, kind of shifting a little bit cognitively. So this is a really painful process for people. This is something that we have experienced many times. And we thought if we can pair it with something that helps you to find meaning and to make a difference, perhaps that would be a little bit helpful. In addition to that, we're also really hopeful that we can take care of just the details for you, because those things can be overwhelming.
Details that include plenty of ways to remember your animal companion, from urns to memorial jewelry, even pottery. Well, this idea started to give horses a final farewell.
We knew that there was a need, and a need to do it, quickly and cost effective for families. And then, we branched that into cats and dogs because, we love our small animals just as much as we love our big.
The sisters hope people and pets also form a bond with them in life, completing this circle of compassion.
We have a backyard that's fully fenced in, and every now and then we will bring animals from the farm. So we had our mini horses out there the other day. Every time we see a dog walking past the building, we are animal nuts. So we run out of the building and scare people and ask to pet their animals. And I tell them all, you can bring your dog to the fenced backyard. If you want to let them stretch their legs, you really can. And then the city of De Pere also approved us to have a pet water fountain out front on the street. So we're really trying to maybe be an entity in the community that people are a little bit familiar with and comfortable with before that time comes.
Camelot Cremation serves Wisconsin and several surrounding states. They are based in downtown De Pere.
Well, Jeremy Hansen here from Fox Valley Technical College for Life on the Farm. And I'm at Selkirk Meats in St. Cloud today, and joining me is Katie Furman. Katie, thank you so much for joining me.
Absolutely, thank you.
Katie, we're at Selkirk Meats, and you're an owner, and your last name doesn't match. I suppose there's a story here, right?
Yes, there is. So Selkirk Meats actually dates back to 1928, and it started with the Selkirk family. They started in Mount Calvary, actually. And you can stop in at our shop and learn the whole story if you want. But in 1928, they bought Selkirk Meats, which actually 4 weeks ago, we moved into this shop that we're in today. But up until then, they were in that other building. We still do all of our processing in that building, just our retail location moved.
Right, and so you mentioned processing. You do more than just sell meat out of coolers, right?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So we process custom beef, we do pork, and then we do a little bit of lamb and goat. But our primary part of the processing is the beef.
Right, right. And you also do like wild game, like deer, right?
We do.
And DNR says we had a pretty good harvest this year. What has your life been like for the last couple of weeks?
Boy, we feel that. Yeah. It has been nonstop, a revolving door of people bringing in. We accept boneless trimming. So for the last, since the hunt began, and even prior to that a little bit, people from the bow season, people had a good bow season. So we've been bringing in a lot of wild game trimmings, and we'll process a little bit through the holidays, and then really for the first part of the year, that'll take up a good chunk of our time.
Right, right. Yeah. Wonderful. And again, so we're standing in your showroom, and you have a beautiful showroom here. And I got to look at myself and the last minute gift ideas, for parents or whatever. What do you get someone who has everything? You have some gift boxes as well, correct?
We do. So a couple of things that we do is we have some smaller ones, depending what price point that you want to reach. We do anywhere from like a $25 gift box. I mean, if you want to do $10, we can do that too. We have larger ones, but we also have beef bundles chicken bundles, pork bundles, all that kind of stuff, that a lot of people will get that for their family members, fill the freezer. You can either get it, the actual bundle you can pick up, or you can get it in a gift card. And they can come in, get whatever they want, or they can come in and pick up the bundle after Christmas. That way, because it's meat. And if you have to travel or you have to do this or that, like, and sometimes mom and dad just like to get out of the house, and it gives them a good excuse during the dead of winter to stop on out. And people love coming out here for, you know, check out the meat counter, chit chat for a little bit, hang out.
Right. No, it's a great place to do that. And I will attest that you guys just processed a hog for me, and I'm like very happy, very happy.
Awesome.
So I thank you for that, and thank you for your time today. I really appreciate talking with you.
Thank you guys for thinking of us and for coming out. I love this little shop, and even though it's not my last name, I take great pride in representing the Salkert name well. And it is really this little meat shop in the heart of St. Cloud. Like, it is absolutely a community place, and we love that for that.
It's a wonderful story. So thank you so much, Katie.
Thank you.
So for Life on the Farm, I'm Jeremy Hansen.
If you've been kicking around the idea of raising bees, there is a class coming up that can help you get off on the right foot. Wayne is here from the Brown County Beekeepers Association. Nice to see you.
Yeah.
Who should attend this class, Wayne?
Well, information is always changing, and we as a club, we listen to the research and listen to the science and everything. So we have numerous people that are thinking about keeping bees that have never kept them before. Obviously, you need to know the basics. People that are just interested in bees that they even don't want to keep bees. They just want to learn about them. And then even people that have kept bees for 1 or 2 years that want to learn new information.
Because it is not as easy as you may think. It's not, you just put them in a box and they make honey. You have a lot of management that happens. What is going on in these winter months right now for a beekeeper?
Yeah, so if you've kept your bees and they're healthy and you have them well fed and they're disease-free. What we're doing now is we're preparing the hives. Okay. And if you can kind of put it to a good, better, best. So number one is, the bees in here, they're creating a lot of heat. In fact, if you were to put this infrared camera on it, it would look like this. So the brood temperature in here is 95 degrees.
Oh,
so
wow.
When that heat's coming up and hitting the top of this box, you don't want the condensation to rain back down on them. So number one is we want to basically make sure that we're heavily insulating the top, and that's going to keep the cold off the lid. That's number one. And then also you'll see in the front, we install mouse guards, because in the wintertime, the little mice, they want to come in and they want to get warm. And so we have these little screen mouse guards right here. So that's the basic. That's what just about everyone does.
And you keep your bees here in Wisconsin?
Absolutely, yeah. So I keep my bees here. Some of the bigger commercial guys, they'll send them off to pollination in California, and that's a whole different management technique.
I've even seen orange blossom honey from like in Florida. Do they pollinate citrus down there?
Yeah, so they'll go to California to pollinate the almonds. They'll go to Michigan to pollinate the blueberries. They'll go to Florida to pollinate the oranges. A lot of the commercial guys, that's their main business, is pollination.
So someone like you is very tech-minded, and you have incorporated that into beekeeping. What drew you to this industry? Yeah,
so being a hobbyist, I can afford the time to kind of mess around with this. But with technology, I always tell people, we're trying to manage something in a box that you can't see. If you're managing, your dairy herd, you're seeing them, you can see how they're looking, everything. We don't know what's going on in this box. So we're assuming what they're doing, but technology allows us to see temperature inside. We can see the weight of the scale. So all that stuff gives us information and everything. And it just helps with better management decisions and makes time more efficient.
Is this a pretty low cost entry if somebody is just getting started to maintain a hive or two?
It's not a low cost. So that's why you really want to do your due diligence and take a class, because it may not be for you. So just to get started, this is a little mini hive, but just the hive alone, and you're probably going to have to purchase bees when you get started. Sure. It's about $500 to get started. And then the technology, that's a whole nother thing. But, you know, as the year goes on, there's other investments like nutrition, you know, there's probiotics, there's just all kinds of stuff. So the honey basically will pay for, you know, managing your bees.
Interesting, but a fascinating industry to learn more about. And if you're looking to do that, a great time to do it is in January. It's actually a two-part class. You're going to spend some time at NWTC in January, and then you'll head out to the Green Bay Botanical Gardens in May to finish up. Wayne, thank you for all of your industry insight.
All right, do you have a friend or loved one who's maybe moved away from our great state?
You can make them feel right at home this holiday with something special from Wisconsin. Allison Dairyland Haley is here with more on this long-standing program. Nice to see you.
Hi, Haley.
Great to see you guys today. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Remind our viewers what the Something Special from Wisconsin program is.
So that means that any of these small businesses or Wisconsin-based businesses, 50% of their ingredients, products, or processing is done or completed here in Wisconsin.
And it's such an easy way to shop local. Let's go over the products that you brought today.
Absolutely. I've got lots of ways to share the love from Wisconsin, starting with Heartland Craft Grains from Lodi. They really focus on sustainability on their farm. Good for the soil, good for the planet. They've got lots of great grains. They have ancient grains, they have rolled oats. There's all sorts of things to pick from. Great pantry staples. I also have, whether you call it soda or pop, you are sure to love Hi-Ho Soda. They are veteran owned, and all of their things are from Wisconsin. The honey is from Germantown. The cranberries are from Pittsville. The cans themselves are from Milwaukee, and the business is based in Plymouth, Wisconsin, just like it originally was. It's been there the whole time. We've also, you can heart the tart with Honestly Cranberry. Cranberries are the only thing they package in their facility, so they're super allergy friendly, which is really, really great. I've got Prairie Junction Company toffee. I have their bourbon toffee with me, which is Wisconsin's first bourbon toffee, but they also have a really great Sprecher root beer flavor that actually placed at Wisconsin State Fair this year. I have Ron's Snow Cheddar in the front, perfectly named for the winter season.
And it's so good.
It is really delicious. It's from Kewaunee, Wisconsin. They have the cold pack, or they also have a block form. And the snow part of the name refers to the whiteness of the cheddar and also the snow of the season, of course. And then last but not least, make it really easy this holiday season with a gift box from Ultimate Confections. I just have a tiny little chocolate box here, but you could also go to their candy store in Teresa. You can get any sort of Wisconsin goodies. They've got jams, honeys, sausages. They'll put it all together in a box for you just to mail to your loved ones. Nice. It's really perfect.
Yeah.
How do we know we're shopping for something that's part of this program?
So you can look for in stores the Something Special from Wisconsin red and yellow logo. It's on a lot of different products in the grocery store. I think it's like a scavenger hunt every time I go to the grocery store. Or you can head to somethingspecialwi.com for a full catalog of all of their products. I featured a lot of food here today, but there's all sorts of things. Lotions, dog treats. Really, there's a huge range of products, so there's something for everyone with Something Special from Wisconsin.
Haley, you're coming up on 6 months as Allison Dairyland, so I know that you've learned a lot about all the products that come from Wisconsin. Why is a program like this so important to showcase really across the world?
It is really important to help support not only our local farmers, but also our local businesses during the holiday season. And this program makes it super easy. There really is something for everyone. Like, you can just go down your list, bam, bam, bam. You want to get cheese, chocolate. There are so many different options, and it's a really great way to support local.
Yeah.
Maybe we have gifts we need to ship, or we can't get out of our house to go shopping. Can we do this online?
Absolutely. A lot of these businesses have websites online, and heading to somethingspecialwi.com, you can find that catalog and get right to that product's website.
Good morning, I'm Storm Team 5 meteorologist Alexis Staniak. As of Thursday, quite a bit of snow still impact areas north of Green Bay, which includes the Upper Peninsula of Michigan and into northwestern Michigan. We accumulated about an inch across the Fox Valley, which puts us at about 2.5 inches accumulated for the entire fall season for snowfall so far here in northeast Wisconsin. About 21 inches have been accumulated in Marquette, 5.5 roughly over into Bismarck, North Dakota, and most of the Midwest sitting anywhere from 2 to almost almost 4 inches. Now, still below average for precip for where we should be for the month of December by about a quarter here in Green Bay, so not as bad as it was earlier in the fall. Same thing for most of the Midwest. We are looking at more negative numbers that have returned. Some places that are slightly above average include areas north of Green Bay, like into Marquette, Michigan. For the entire year so far, we have accumulated about 33.5 inches of precipitation here in Green Bay. Same thing for most of the Midwest, areas further to the south, closer to about 45 inches, and then further to our west, closer to about 15 to 20 inches. We do have that chance to stay above average for precipitation as we head through the next week to 2 weeks, especially here into Wisconsin, through northern Minnesota, most of Michigan, parts of the Ohio Valley. We could see above average chances. They have the equal chance to go above or below, and we do have that chance to stay above normal as we head through the winter months here into Wisconsin, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, even into Michigan and through northwestern parts of America. Now, over the next week to 2 weeks, we're going to see temperatures return to much more mild temperatures for this time of the year, which includes 40s and even into the mid 40s. For northeast Wisconsin, it will be a nice change from the cold weather we have seen for this past couple of weeks. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Midwest Farm Weekly. We'll see you back here again next week.